no bounty hunters, no Raylos, no Ray Nobodies, no nothing. And if you're an Adam Driver fan, the door's there. Okay. So I was messing around on Instagram and Star Wars Direct, which is a web page site run by college students. Okay. Verified, reporters like, Doug Ducey's kid, or like Tucker Carlson or somebody. I mean, anyway, the inane drone posted a thing about the acolytes saying that Amanda Stenberg was in talks to play this role. Now it was a story with a headline in Variety. But if you go and look at the IMDb Pro, they have not named a director. Hey Bone, they have not named a director. All that's listed is Leslie Head Forehead and the art designer. That's it. No director. It's almost like someone dropped or leaked that to Variety for some reason to maybe head off it getting canceled, because everything that we've been getting from our connections inside Lucasfilm and at Disney is like, this thing is dead. They're going to cancel it. So this looks to me that somebody went to Variety on the down low and put this out there. Maybe Stenberg's people herself. I don't know. But as far as I know, this thing is not going anywhere. Now, maybe it will. Maybe God has a sense of humor. Kennedy on the way out actually gets like a one episode TV show, and then they cancel it. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here. Okay. You in one instance, come here, Kojak. Just a minute. Come on. He didn't get a lot of a walking time today because we went to the park and it was crazy. I mean, first off, there were drunk college students and it was cold as hell today, playing frisbee golf in the snow because it was snowing. Then there were people walking their dogs who didn't have any control of their dogs. And this thing, he weighs almost as much as me now, wanted to go party. So we had a shorter walk than usual, and I'm paying for it now. Because he can't calm down. And if it was still daytime out, I'd take him out and play ball with him till I tired him out, or I tired out, either one. But it's not, so we suffer. But I want to talk about this because it's important. So what we have going on right now is what looks like a fight of the leagues. You got WW Pro basically saying there's a feeling that the Acolyte is going to be canceled. You go into IMDb Pro, and yes, I do have a membership there. There's nothing that stuff has not changed in a year. Now, maybe because it's Lucasfilm, like they do their website, maybe they're not up to date on updating their media. But IMDb Pro, they should be updating that, and they have not. Okay, but we get this rumor out there, and of course, whoever leaked it to Variety wanted it out there. And I can see, Kennedy's people wanting something besides Indy 5. But I don't see Bob Chapek in incoming Susan Arnold. Good evening, John 42. Actually wanting to be having that be part of the streaming service. And the reason why is because A, it's not going to make any money. It's tied to the Stones Republic. I mean, they're not even putting books out at Target anymore. They've been tied now to Walmart, and I guarantee you the people that shop at Walmart aren't gonna buy that shit. Okay. Somebody put this out there deliberately. And I talked to Mexican Iron Man, and he was basically like, this looks like mental masturbation. I sent it to Cameron, haven't heard anything. Sent it to Doomcock, Andre and Tom. And I don't, I mean, you know, this, here's the deal. They put it out there to see what, like a trial balloon. They put it out there like a trial balloon. And when you look at the Star Wars Direct Instagram thing, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And then you've got, the usual suspects, the little tiny millennial douchebags attacking me for daring. It's official. They announced it last year, a year ago. A year ago, and nothing's changed. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Then we've got, strangely enough, Patty Jenkins, whom I don't like. I mean, the pear-shaped bitch. Basically leaving Cleopatra. But if you look at Cleopatra, it was actually Gal Gadot's movie, and Jenkins directing it. You know, I mean, she obviously did not get along with Gal Gadot, and they found somebody else to direct. Okay, fine, it's fine. But then they mentioned, oh, she's going to be developing Rogue Squadron and working on Wonder Woman 3. Rogue Squadron's dead. I mean, as I can tell, looking at all of the right places, IMDb Pro, and there are a couple other places, that thing's not moving forward at all. Okay. And if the word out there that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have Star Wars, it's all theirs, including the movies. Hello, Dave. It, I don't see Rogue Squadron in the iteration that they wanted to do happening, and I don't see the High Republic fucking acolyte happening at all. Now, Amanda Stenberg, whatever her name is a chick of color. She was in The Hunger Games. So she's right up, Kennedy's alley. We can hear Leslie Forehead saying, "How can I be an ally to you?" This fake shit. Okay. It, I don't see this thing happening. Oh yeah, that's a good name for a cat. So I want to get a head start on this because I think it's probably going to blow up. It got past all of us. I mean, well, actually, no, it was posted today. So it looks to me like somebody went to Variety to, oh no, they're in talks with her. Are they? And I'll tell you something else, and this is for the little bitch boys who think announcing a show is the same as it's happening. No, it's not. Okay, I'm Disney. I'm going to have one of my studio heads announce 10 new shows. It'll be like firing an open choke shotgun at a piece of target paper 10 yards away. Just it's scatter. See, all right? It doesn't matter if they announced it, okay? All those shows weren't going to be made. In the moment they announced all of them, I knew they weren't going to make them. No one's talking about Lando. Okay, there's a rumor out there that they're actually looking to recast Cara Dune. Now, I can see the fanboy rage porn addicts freaking out about that. Oh, they don't want Gina. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. If Gina told John and Dave to fuck off, she can go fuck herself. Okay, I'm gonna say that right now. They went to bat for her. John tried to protect her big mouth. Okay? So do not tell me anything about Gina. Okay? Without them, I wouldn't know who she was. Because I don't think women should be part of MMA. Okay? Fine if you want to, but there are other things women should do. Why do you need to fight? Why is this good for is this a good thing for little girls to do? Instead of horseback riding and dance and music and all the rest of that stuff. All right? Maybe I'm wrong, but this is not a feminine pursuit. I did not watch it. I watch it. I've watched MMA before, but I always watch the guys. The women, it was just, to me, it's gross. It's gross. Okay. All right. You don't like what I had to say? Fine. I don't care. All right. I think it's not something a woman should do. Okay. It is not a feminine thing. Okay. So, so we go on into this thing with the acolyte. So, are they recasting Cara Dune? Do I care? Fine. I don't really. I'm not them. But if the Rangers of the New Republic is that important to what they're doing, yeah. And if it was ultimately her decision not to come back because she was mad about Kathy. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. I really don't, you know, I mean, I know a lot of the SJWs wanted her recast. My reason is if she is the one that said no and told them to take a hike because she's making a movie with Ben Shapiro. Ooh, he's the next Daryl F. Zanuck. Okay, I'm sorry, no, that boat doesn't float. Okay, if you get yourself in a position anywhere where you're so political, I can't deal with you. I worked in politics. I don't like talking about it anymore. I will, but trust me, it's with my teeth gritted because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Everything has politics. And to see someone who is chased out of a job over politics embrace politics, fine, okay, fine. I'll fight for free speech to my last breath. But I'm going to tell you something. There's a time and a place for it, okay? And it's very interesting to me how this all worked out. I'm not a fan of anybody right now in this instance, and I feel sorry for Jon Favreau. I don't feel sorry for Gina. All she had to do is just not tweet stuff like that. If she wanted to, fine, okay. But she knew what she was doing. She knew she was agitating people. I mean, it's like, what do you think you were gonna? What did you think they were gonna do? There's a time and a place. That was neither the time nor the place. You're not Steven Spielberg, okay? You can't just say whatever the hell you want. And people just say, okay, that's great. Say it more. You're this big, okay? I mean, okay? You're not Henry Fonda's daughter. Jane got away with a lot of shit because she is Henry Fonda's daughter. Hurt him badly, by the way. But she got away with a lot of shit because she's his daughter. She was his daughter. Okay. Gina didn't have that protection. Okay, so hey, or who is this? Hey, Mataween. So, but this thing about the acolyte and them talking to an actress, there's, it looks to me someone put this out there just to uh, either float a trial balloon or to kind of soften the blow that Kennedy lost the movies. Okay. And in that WGW Pro story, he said the Acolyte's very close to being canceled. And that's what I've heard. There's no reason to keep it around. So why this went out there is strictly just, I think, to mess with people. Okay. Meanwhile, Indy 5, everybody went home. The cinematographer's back in Greece. Frank Marshall's obviously back in California. He never went back to London. I don't know where Harrison Ford is. I'm going to assume he's back in London. But he's probably back in California, and if not, in Wyoming. Okay. He's in one of three places. Okay. Kennedy again is nowhere to be seen. And it's very interesting to me, but they are still filming things at Pinewood Studio. You know, if you saw the background video, you see the big guy, the 7-foot dude. You know, Indy's always got a huge guy he's got to fight. That guy is working at Pinewood right now on Indy 5. Okay, so Nataween Kennedy doesn't have any control over Star Wars. I don't know what language I could explain that to you, but it's done. She doesn't even have the movies now, okay? It's done. And I don't see the Acolyte going forward just based on that. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have no impetus to make this. There's no impetus. The High Republic is a joke. It is an utter failure. That it was that video with the Producers Guild. That's the last time, and it looked like she was home. She could have been in a hotel room, but it looked like she was home. Okay. This is just the weirdest thing, and I sent again, like I said, I sent it to Cameron. I sent it to Andre and Tom. I sent it to Valiant Renegade, and I sent it to Mike. This story from Star Wars Direct. And the article about this girl came out today. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's no reason to want to spend the money to make this. I mean, can anybody out there tell me that anybody wants this story? What does The Mandalorian have to do with anything Kennedy made? Stop it, okay? All right, just stop it. I'm really sick of people just the emotional hair trigger, knee jerk, fanboy rage porn reaction. Okay? We are going to see some garbage come out because that stuff was made and started when Iger was still running Lucasfilm. Okay? So we are going to see some come out because it's in the pipe and they can't stop it. But this thing, again, hasn't been updated since 2020, December 2020, a year ago. I mean, it's almost like Leslie Headland herself went and made this call to variety. And what's really weird is it's usually Deadline Hollywood that gets the scoop. Okay, from the Kennedy camp. So whoever put this out there to Variety, pretty much, did it. I don't know what the reason was, but here's what we know. Was it last week? WDW Pro basically stated that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have all the Star Wars projects. If you go into IMDb Pro, you will see that everything Kennedy had on has either been delayed or is gone. There's nothing there, okay? There's nothing there. Will you just listen to me? I'm not talking about that anymore. Stop it. Okay, this is a whole new era. Stop it. Okay, stop it. I am sick and tired of people screaming at Disney and not thinking. Hey, Carlos. I mean, you got to start thinking and stop being emotional. Okay, please. Please, I beg you. All right, I feel like, no one listens. Everybody they run over to the fanboy rage porn channels who are now behaving just as badly as people they say they hate. Okay, if you look into the abyss long enough, the abyss stares back at you. Well, guess what? It is over there. Okay, in all those places. All right. You got one guy who's basically the Pablo Hidalgo of the fandom menace. Like, fucking quit it. I don't have time for that. Have adult conversation. Okay. I don't like people who don't do their homework. Okay. It's like if I was the boss, I would expect everybody on my staff to be more prepared than I was. So when I asked a question, you knew what the answer was going to be. Okay, you understand? Okay? That's how I would be. Okay? You guys have got to start being more intellectually curious and understand that Iger is over in 3 weeks. He's no longer part of Disney. And that is the Disney you're bitching about right now. And that doesn't exist anymore. Okay? All right? And it's going to take a long goddamn time for everything to get back on an even keel. Because Disney is a massive company. And there's a lot of stuff that old Bobby put in the hopper that is gonna suck, that they can't cancel. Okay? If you notice again, the only place the High Republic is being sold now is at Walmart. Okay? Nothing new is coming out. It is a good skill to have. Anyway, so we've got the rumor that John and Dave are now in charge of all Star Wars. Okay, and WDW Pro is somebody he's been wrong. And when he came out and said Kennedy had her contract or was getting a renewal that was sitting on Chapek's desk, pissed me off. Okay, because it didn't make any sense. However, I was also saying that even if she does get a renewal, it is not for what you think it is. Okay? Now, I know there are a lot of people who see her and automatically assume because they go to the wrong channels, and we know who we're talking about, that, she's in charge. No, she's not. These people are also not familiar with a figurehead and what a figurehead is. Okay, she's not running anything. Okay? I don't even think that she's actually running Indiana Jones 5 anymore, because we keep getting from WDW Pro that she's an executive producer. Who else? Who else is an executive producer? Actually, who are? George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Okay? They get a lot of money for just having their names up on the marquee. All right. Doesn't mean they have anything to do with the movie at all. Okay? And I have said this before, I'll say this again. Kennedy screwed George over when they were trying to fix what Rian Johnson broke, and George tried to help, and Kennedy was pissed off about everything he did, ordered all those reshoots, and we got The Rise of Skywalker. We also got Steven Spielberg walking away from Indy 5, which told me that if he's taking away his patronage of Kathleen Kennedy, that she's done. Okay? And I do believe that. I really, really do believe that. Because I just don't see him putting up with her shit. And we got the rumors about Indy 5. And I think that maybe Harrison Ford actually slow rolled his injury. And I think he might have been the one behind those leaks coming out about the rumored plot. Okay? It's very interesting to me, this stuff going on. The fact that we now have this rumor going that this girl is in talks with Lucasfilm to make this. I mean, to be honest, they could be talking to her, but where is, I had an SJW attack me saying they have a director who, and then he basically was alluding to the fact that Leslie Headland's the director. No, dumbass. She's the showrunner. She is not the director. Those are two different things. Moron. Okay? This is level of stupidity we have to deal with millennials, with SJWs, Biden voters, whatever. When you look at, and the thing about it is, when you look at the surface, if you're somebody who does not want this show to be made, it'll piss you off. But then when you start thinking WDW Pro, and those rumors coming out, and the fact that Doomcock has got a big video coming out soon, I hope, about all this, okay? There's some shit going down, okay? But this rumor, there's nothing to it. There's absolutely nothing to it. I went on on IMDb Pro, nothing on it, nothing. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to put this out there, and I'm gonna go because I'm getting tired, and I wanted to do another batch of cookies tonight, but I don't think it will. Maybe it will, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Behave, be well, and don't ever take a story in the news for face value, especially something like this, because this is something, there's a PR war going on, okay? All right. Anyway, I gotta rock. I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Oh, and I do have a PayPal. Just go into my community, or my about page. I go by my email address. So if you do want to drop a tip in the tip jar, I'd be most appreciative. See you guys around the galaxy.